On this week's episode of Today I Would Like to Share
Part 3 of Dr. Zombie.
the 1904 Olympics in St. Louis, specifically the marathon.
This is a bit of an uncomfortable food topic.
Hello and welcome to Today I Would Like to Share, where we take some time out of our busy lives to share the things important to us. My name is Kyle, and with me today, they call him the Duke of Cheese, my Lord Jordan.
Jeez Louise, how did you know that?
I had a feeling. Last time I saw you, which was actually earlier today, I gave you a hug and I found some cheese in your back pocket.
You know what they say, cheddar him than me.
And the king of the Western East Kingdom, Your Grace, Andrew.
Yeah. We're right on the border of West and East, and it just kind of depends on how you draw the map on if we're West or East.
Great.
Yeah.
How does it feel ruling a paradox?
You know what? It's got its pros and cons. At first, I felt really honored. It's
Of course.
a very distinguished title. But then, as I started realizing the lands that I had were really only the edges of the map, like the very right side or the very left side, and it turns out to be almost no square footage. So
That
I'm
if
feeling
somebody
a little
attacks
ripped
one
off.
side of your kingdom,
You
how
know-
the fuck are you even supposed to get there?
I once owned some land, and somebody gave me some good advice, and I want to pass it down to you.
oh, please.
That would be great.
A curd in the hand is worth two in a bush.
I always leave my cards in
Great.
the bush, so that sounds pretty valuable.
Ugh. Okay, so to start things off, I have a question for you guys, and I was pondering this as I was driving around Michigan today. And what cardinal direction? Okay, so you have north and south, right?
Mm-hmm.
Between
are two
east
I've heard
and
of.
west. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of them.
It's wheat.
Four, really. North and south. Which of east and west do you more associate with north and south?
Oh.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a really stupid question. It has no right answer. I'm just curious.
I'm thinking west with south, and probably just because of the airline and south by southwest, but like it just sounds right. And
Okay.
northeast is also like a way we describe. I mean, I guess Pacific Northwest is used a lot too. I don't know. That's a tough one. But I'm leaning towards north is east and south is west, and I can't fully explain why.
Right.
I'm the other way.
Yeah.
North is west and south is east.
Yeah. I'm the same way as Jordan. It was
You
just
know,
like my first gut
I wonder
reaction
though,
to it.
because Andrew's on the west coast and we're basically on the
Yeah,
east
but he
coast.
grew up in Michigan.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, why not just leave north and south out of it and just be the kingdom of west, east, or whatever I rule over?
the
The
Western
kingdom
East
of
Kingdom.
West.
The Western East Kingdom. Yeah, you don't need north. You don't need south.
The kingdom of West.
We only exist in two dimensions here.
You're either going left or you're going right. There's no up or down if you're looking at a map.
Yeah, fuck that shit. All right. Well, do you guys want to jump into it?
Oh
Let's
yeah.
jump.
All right, cool.
Jump around.
So today I would like to share part 3 of Dr. Zombie.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Hell yeah.
And yeah, it was, I kind of, for the past like 2 weeks, I kind of knew what I wanted to do, but today it just like finally hit me. So I wrote like more than half of it, which let's be honest here, it's not a very extensive script, but I don't know, it's been a while since I wrote, so like I don't know, rusty, things wouldn't come out. But I'm proud of what I came up with, and let me share this link with you guys real quick.
Did you show it to Amber like the last one?
I did not know.
I was
All right.
curious to
So
hear
roll
her
the
thoughts.
dice. And this one is not Amber approved.
This one's not Amber approved. I think she's getting tired of all my stupid shit.
Well, I'm not, so keep it coming.
Well, thank you. I'm not either.
Dr. Zombie is close to all our hearts
Very true.
And brains.
and brains.
He's always in our thoughts, and if he isn't in our thoughts, it's because he ate them, and our thoughts are inside of him.
Do we scroll down to part 3 here?
Yeah. It's just a running list here.
Cool.
Andrew, you will be blue, as I'm sure you've realized because Dr. Zombie is highlighted blue.
Yep.
And Jordan, you are orange. Jordan, you have
3 different characters.
Yeah, 3 different characters here, but it's down to 2 in the second part.
Yep. No
Andrew, I think you have 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, let's open it up here. Dr. Zombie sits in his den wearing a plush velvet coat, smooth pants, and leather loafers. In one hand is a drink which appears to be a glass full of blood and brains, while his other hand is pulling the pages out of a neurology book with brains on them and eating them. Suddenly, Hot Nurse bursts into the den.
Oh, you would just sit here reading a book while your baby mama raises a child all on her own. You're trash, Dr. Zombie. What do you mean you forgot about us? How could you forget about your family? Well, while you were out curing the deadly brain parasites that have plagued the East Coast, I was out finding myself a real man.
The camera pans over the door, and out of the shadows appears a man. A very hairy man dressed in a sharp suit with no shoes and a slight slouch.
This is a real man. Your brother, werewolf, attorney at law. And we're suing you.
Double Cut to the courtroom.
Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I plead to you to find my client not guilty. These claims were pressed upon him by an ex-lover who left him taking their own son away from him. And what did he do in the meantime? Did he seek revenge? No. He dedicated the next year of his life to eradicating the brain parasites that almost wiped out the New Jersey. Now, what my client is a hero. It is a shame we are all here. What does the prosecutor have to say about that?
The defense attorney sits down, and werewolf attorney at law taps his papers to tidy them up, takes off his glasses, and stands. The judge bangs his hammer thingy.
Okay, I think we heard enough here. Jury, are you ready to make your decision?
The lead juror stands up and removes their glasses and gives the stink eye to Dr. Zombie.
You bet we are.
The jury leaves to step into another room. The defense attorney steps over to werewolf attorney at law.
Hey there, Wolf. It's been a while. How are things going on with Hot Nurse?
They both chuckle at werewolf attorney at law's joke while no one is looking at Dr. Zombie. He slips out of the room and comes back several minutes later looking dead and lifeless, because he's a zombie. Not long after the jurors shuffle back into the room.
Okay, everyone. The jury has reached a verdict.
The camera pans and zooms in on the lead juror.
Brains.
The whole jury are now zombies and begin to jump into the crowd of spectators, devouring them. The camera does a slow zoom on Dr. Zombie while he shrugs with a shit-eating grin on his face. The end.
It's always the shit-eating grin.
It's always a shit-eating grin.
Wait, so is he guilty?
We'll never know, man. The verdict was brains.
Brains. Which means not guilty in zombie. Come on.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. Wow.
Good one. That was a good one.
Well,
What a
thank
great
you.
lawyer Dr. Zombie must have had to get that kind of verdict from the jury.
I know, right?
This is a story that keeps on giving.
Yeah. I think at the end of the last one, if I remember right, Bigfoot
Yeah,
smacks off Dr. Zombie's head.
he does, yeah.
Yeah, that he
And I
just
was
came
like-
back. Like, no problem.
Yeah, I was like, man, maybe I should do something about that. And I'm like, nah. I don't got nothing.
I'm pretty sure it's canon that Dr. Zombie, no matter what you do to him, can just put himself back together again.
Yeah.
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 A hot
Absolutely.
nurse can just sew him back up.
Right.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, what's the point of
Not
having
anymore.
a hot nurse if you can't do that? Oh, she still has to do her duty. She took an oath. I mean, I think that's doctors, but still.
She specifically took an oath, though, regardless of any requirement from the medical field. She
Yeah,
just
true.
has an oath.
Yeah,
The same
exactly.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Wait, no, the doctor zombie is a doctor, so he can just sew himself back. I'm an idiot.
True, he probably could act independently, his head and his body.
Yeah, if he needed to, he can always just take one eye out to like look at his neck.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
So,
put it
yeah,
on
That
a
would be
little
so
stand.
convenient. Jealous of Dr. Zombie's detaching abilities.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, I think we all are.
We can speak for everyone here.
We can speak for everyone here. Anyway, yeah, that's what I had to share.
Hell yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing, Kyle.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank
of
you.
course. Always happy to.
Today, I would like to share the 1904 Olympics in St. Louis, specifically the marathon.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Have you guys ever heard anything about this event?
I
No.
don't think so.
Well, buckle in because it's the craziest Olympic event
Alright,
that there ever
One
was.
sec, let me go get my safety belt.
Might want to get your helmet too. It's pretty brutal. All right, so at the 1904 Olympics, they had one event, and it was the marathon. They did it for a charity, but it ended up being one of the worst, most, like just a total mess, basically.
Mhm.
So to summarize it, this is what I have. All right, so the first place finisher did most of the race in a car, which is illegal.
Wait.
It's a marathon, but he did most of it in the car. The guy in
Okay.
second almost died from eating rat poison.
What?
Okay.
I know, doesn't that sound made up? It's
I
ridiculous.
think we have different. Yeah, I think we have different definitions of what a marathon is and what the Olympics are.
The fourth place finisher raced in dress pants and shoes. And
But they didn't almost die, and it sounds like they didn't cheat at all.
But get
Yeah.
this. He was the fourth place finisher, and he took a nap by the side of the road during part of the race. Oh, yeah. So, a little bit of history about this.
Yeah, are we sure that this isn't the Harlem Globetrotters of marathons?
I know, right?
I think I saw this all on a Looney Tunes once.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't this a fable about like the rabbit taking a nap and then still getting fourth?
Hey, where do you think it came from? Everything comes from real life.
Yeah.
Alright, so first of all, the entire course was very dusty, and breathing in that dust caused all kinds of injuries, so a lot of people didn't even finish the race.
Oh, dang.
There was one runner who was hospitalized with hemorrhaging after the dust
Whoa.
tore his esophagus and stomach lining up.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Damn, that's some dust.
so it was pretty bad. It was pretty dusty.
I thought my fans were bad.
The organizers were truly evil people because they purposely withheld water in order to
What?
to test the effects of dehydration. So the whole
wait,
thing was
okay,
just
hold
a
up.
nightmare.
These Nazi scientists running this marathon?
Was this a real Olympics? Like,
Yeah, this was a real event in 1904. It's basically just a science experiment.
apparently.
Kind of ridiculous. The first place finisher, as I said before, he hitched a ride in a car to like towards the end of the course after he was struck with serious cramping. So they were just like, all right, well, ride in a car, why not? He got out shortly before the finish line and crossed on his own feet, which fooled the onlookers. So it looked legit. He claimed he did it as a joke.
As a joke.
I think you get to do whatever you want without justification when a whole bunch of scientists are just running tests on you.
Yeah,
that
pretty
is
much.
valid for sure. But also, you can't really say you competed in the Olympics for the lulz. You know,
So
I'm just, yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
the second place guy, the guy that was poisoned, he was given a mixture of egg whites and strychnine, which is a poison that is used to kill rodents or birds. He was giving this as an attempt at a performance-enhancing drug. He was carried across the finish line by his handlers.
Oh my god.
So he got close, right? You wouldn't carry somebody that's like a third of the way through the marathon. He like the poison didn't hit him until he was like close to the finish
So
line.
maybe it was a
Yeah.
performance-enhancing drug for a little bit. Who knows?
Yeah.
And then, last but not least, the fourth place finisher. He was last place
guy
because
napping.
nobody else finished. I don't know what happened
Oh.
to the third place guy. It doesn't even say in here.
Yeah,
But-
apparently he just ran a clean race and it had
Yeah.
nothing interesting going on with him.
But the fourth place guy was a Cuban national who raised money to attend the Olympics by running the entire length of Cuba.
Oh wow.
He
It's
gambled
really
all the
Forrest
money,
Gump of his time.
right? Except he gambled all the money away when he arrived in the States and showed up to the race wearing dress clothes.
Like straight from the casino.
That's
Thankfully, though,
I just drove up here from Atlantic City, so I'm ready to
Right?
race.
Thankfully, though, another runner used a knife to cut his pants into shorts after he overheated.
Yeah, okay.
He stopped at a roadside orchard for a snack during the race, but the apples were rotten, so he was struck with stomach cramps and had to sleep it off. So that's where the naps came from.
He had to sleep it off. That's just hilarious to me. Like, oh, this apple. Well, I'll just take a nap and finish the race when I get up. I still
And-
end up a decent placing, right?
Right?
How surprised was that guy when he got fourth?
I actually
Right, yeah.
I have a picture of the fourth place guy that I'm about to post so you guys can see what he looked like. But that's really all I have about this. I just thought it was so ridiculous and insane and absolutely unreal that I had to share it.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, what an overarching disaster.
This is a
Oh.
dude with the dress pants here.
This is the dude.
Cut into shorts, as you can see. Look at that mustache, though.
I know.
That is a really
waxed
nice
and
mustache.
everything.
Yeah. You know what? Doesn't look that dusty. They were
Yeah,
faking
they're
it.
all fucking wimpy babies.
I could have done that race with that dust. That's wild. I wonder how shoddy the rest of early 19 or late 1900s, early 2000s. Is that how you say it? Olympics were, because this just seems like it was put together by Nazi scientists, not anyone that's really trying to put together a competition.
Oh, for sure. I didn't really read up on any Olympics before or after this, so I'm not sure. But when I came across this, I honestly, I thought it was fake. I was like, this can't be real. This is not real. And I looked a little more into it, and I mean, it seems, from what I can tell, it's real.
I mean, this guy looks real. He
Yeah.
looks like he just gambled away a lot of money and cut up some
hell
dress
yeah.
pants.
But it blows my mind that was an actual Olympics. Like one of the most formed and organized sports events in the history of time, and that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, when you think of the peak of international competition, you don't generally think of, people stopping in the middle to take a nap.
Right, exactly. Maybe that's why they don't do a marathon in the Olympics anymore. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't.
I was looking at it, and apparently not a lot of countries came because it was hard to get there, and
That makes
there
sense.
was the Russo-Japanese War. Kind of put a damper on things too, but I'm looking at an events list, and lacrosse is on there.
Lacrosse? Wow.
Lacrosse, yeah,
Lacrosse used to be in the Olympics back in the day.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I actually on this list I don't see a marathon, which is weird.
Really?
Maybe it's just listed under something else.
They probably decided not to count it as an actual event
That's
because it failed
very
so
popular.
miserably.
There's a whole bunch of demonstration sports like basketball, hurling, American football, and baseball were demonstrated there. Gaelic football was also unofficial demonstration sport.
Oh, okay. So that's just like, hey, country, see what we're doing? Maybe do this so we can compete next time. Is that what the demo means? That's what I would assume. Check out the sports we're doing.
Yeah. Check this shit out.
As a
Learn from
whole,
us.
the 1904 Olympics was such a disaster that the committee was forced to do an interim Olympics 2 years later to restore the prestige of the flagging. So apparently every event just had issues. But
This
yeah,
probably explains why I've never heard of St. Louis hosting the Olympics before.
Right? Exactly. I don't really have a question today, so that's all I got.
Oh. Well, thanks for sharing, Jordan.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thanks for sharing. I was just clicking on like the gymnastics of the 1904, and the person who took gold that year, his name was Julius Lenhart, which is so incredibly close to your name, Jordan.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, whoa, yeah,
that
it
was
is.
that was my first life.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, but fucking gymnast in, the
Yeah,
1904
I
Olympics.
actually have gold medals, so
That's awesome.
too bad it didn't carry over. I'm not flexible at all anymore.
Reincarnation's so fickle.
Well, yeah, man. Thanks for sharing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks.
That was fun, and it just goes to show that we truly live in the weirdest timeline.
For sure.
Yeah.
Who?
This part of the multiverse is the best part of the multiverse.
You know, it's kind of similar to nowadays because we're being told to poison ourselves to cure coronavirus.
Just drink bleach. That'll take care of it.
Oh man, why the fuck would anybody even say that out loud?
Oops. Don't do that, people. Hey,
Hey, don't do that.
don't do that. All right. Today I would like to share, well, let me explain. This is a bit of an uncomfortable food topic, and I really just wanted to share it so that I wasn't the only uncomfortable person.
Share it with Craig. He puts
Yeah,
us
share it
through
with
the
Craig,
shit.
dude.
We don't need to hear
Yeah.
this.
I don't want to see any spaghetti-o monstrosities. Okay,
It's not that. It's not that.
Thank
This is
goodness.
certainly similar in approach to a friend we all share, Craig, who often sends us molded spaghetti images and stuff. But in a definitely different lane in that.
Okay.
So before we jump in, I want you guys, if you can, for a moment, close both your eyes.
I'm blind in one eye. Can I just close one?
No, both.
Oh,
It's more for me than you. No. I just want you guys to visualize food with your eyes closed. So food. What do you picture?
popcorn.
And maybe I'll add popcorn. Oh, that's an
Always,
interesting
dude.
first one. I love popcorn, so that's
Pizza.
good. Pizza, yeah. Have you guys familiar with the movie Hook?
Yeah, I fucking
Yeah.
love Hook.
You remember Imagination Dinner, where they
Yeah.
all just like had this giant table full of all their favorite foods.
And
Like,
it was all I
Kylie-
remember is that it was all orange sherbet or rainbow sherbet. That's all.
a lot of it was.
That's
A
all I
lot
can
of it
picture.
was. I
Rainbow
don't picture
sherbet's
that
great.
though. Let's recreate our own. All right, so
Okay.
maybe we'll start with you, Kyle. Go from the left side of the table to the right. What kind of food are you seeing?
Okay, from left to right, there is, what's that? Some sort of rice dish. Oh, like a sauced chicken on top of rice. In front of me is sushi, and on the right side is like a good old plate of country fried steak and eggs.
Okay. All right, Jordan, take us through your table.
Oh, I'm so hungry right now.
That'll change.
So I'm thinking kind of similar, maybe like a chicken fried rice over here on the left, and then here in the middle, we gotta go with some blackened salmon. Yeah, some blackened salmon, which is kind of similar again because it's kind of almost like sushi. But on the right, I don't really like desserts that much, but there's one thing that I love more than anything, which is cheesecake. So that's got to be there.
Oh God,
there you go.
So
Nice. Those are some good lists. I like those imagination dinner tables. It's a bit strange that neither of you thought of Tongzi Dan, a delicacy from Dongyang, Xinjiang, China. But before I give you the translation of what that food is, do you guys have any guesses to what type of food it is?
what was it? Say it again.
Yeah, Tongzi Dan.
Is it like?
Is it one of those
feel
weird
like-
fruits that they have over there, like the durian? Like you never know what a durian is until a whole bunch of people in America figured out that it smells really bad, and now everybody in America knows what durian is.
I feel like it's a tongue of something.
Oh,
Oh, fruit or tongue, both interesting, but neither correct. It's actually translates to virgin boy eggs.
What?
I'm sorry. Give that to me again.
Yep. Translates to virgin boy eggs.
So sperm?
No.
Oh,
Thank God. But
Yeah.
not much better. Not much better, to be honest. So these are eggs, just regular eggs, but then they're boiled in the urine of young boys who are presumably peasants, preferably under the age of 10. What?
okay.
That's some like
Yeah,
pedo
what is-
shit. What the fuck?
I know that. Yeah, it's pretty disturbing. It's a springtime tradition of Dongyang, where the urine is collected from prepubescent peasant boys, and they boil eggs in it. And the eggs have actually been listed by officials in China as part of the region's local intangible cultural heritage.
Tangible.
Intangible meaning, it's just one of those things.
just don't. Don't come here and try it.
God.
Just don't.
Would you try it?
No.
Fuck no,
Hell
me
no.
either.
No, I'm not going anywhere near somebody else's urine, or my own, for that matter.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, the origins are a bit unknown. This dish and its practices date back centuries. They've been doing it for almost forever, as long as that's been a city. And it could have started for a few reasons. Food preservation is one theory, similar to how tea eggs, which is a very similar process of boiling an egg in tea, cracking it, and then boiling it again in tea or like herbs and spices to like flavor the egg. But it also helps preserve the egg. So that's part of what people are thinking. Maybe this was a preservation practice. But it also could just be from the myth of urine having some type of medical benefit. And in fact, that's what most people say. I watched this video where they were interviewing people, and it was early 2000s, so it's pretty dated, but they were interviewing people in the city about the tradition, and a lot of the older people were saying, yes, we always eat these. They help prevent heat stroke. Or, yeah, we always eat these because it's good for your circulation, blah, blah, blah. They interviewed a few other people that were like, yeah, I don't believe in that health bullshit, and I don't ever eat those eggs.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not like everyone in the city
Yeah.
eats them, but it is a traditional type of food. And I will have to state that evidence-based modern medicine has determined that urine is a waste expelled from the human body that contains no substance
Whoa!
conductive to human health.
Those are bold claims, my dude.
Yeah. So, keep that in mind if you're going to try one. So I can tell you a little bit about the preparation, but this is some interesting stuff. The dish is prepared by first soaking the eggs in the urine of young boys. Why does it have to be
I mean, dude,
young
I've been
boys?
trying to wrap my head around that, like any justification. Like, and the only thing I can come up with is children are pure.
Yeah, there is this kind of like almost transcultural
Yeah.
sense that like children, equals innocence, and,
Yeah.
and maybe even less like harmful stuff within your own body.
Exactly.
You have you're less time on Earth, so less chance to intake some
To
stuff
be
that would-
fucked. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I could think of too. And it's not The other gross part is in the video that, and I hate to linger on the gross part versus probably there's some cultural significance here and we're being insensitive, but it's not like they're like, hey, boys, come down to the restaurant tonight. I'm making a fresh batch of eggs. I need you guys all to piss in this pot. No, they go to like bathrooms and collect urine from young boys there.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
That's
what
even
the
creepier.
fuck?
Yeah. So, anyway, they boil it in that, or they soak it, and then they boil it, and then they crack the shells and boil it again. And yeah, there's not much else to the eggs. I guess in some recipes they add herbs and stuff, but it's really just urine marinated eggs.
What the fuck, Andrew?
Yeah.
How dare you bring this to us?
I know. That's why I mentioned it at the beginning. That it's just
I should have.
I was
before.
uncomfortable after I found out about these, and I just couldn't stand being the only one.
These.
I'm
so
stuck
there's
on
more?
this, dude. What is like? Does anything else happen in this celebration?
Industry.
It's just.
Oh,
egg,
no,
it's just eggs.
yeah.
Shit. It's just
Just
pissing on
eggs.
eggs and eating them.
Yeah, it's just a springtime thing because
It's just a
urine.
springtime thing. You know, some people
Yeah.
clean their houses. You know, spring cleaning.
Yeah.
Some people piss on eggs and boil them.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's the way that it seemed in the interview. You're like, yeah, it's spring. Of course, we're eating piss eggs.
All right, next cabining. Let's try it.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Hell to the no.
Fuck that.
If you can get to pee as somebody really interesting, maybe.
What?
If it's Tom Cruise's pee,
If it's
you would
Tom
eat it?
Cruise's pee, I'd take a bite.
It's like the whole bathwater thing. God damn it.
Yeah, would you buy a bottle of famous person's bathwater?
Do you see the there was a post on Reddit where somebody used the water, like they bought like one or two of them and they use it to as a heat sink for their computer.
Oh, they
So it's
used
like
it to
yeah,
liquid cool the
yeah,
CPU.
liquid
with
cool the
it? Oh my
CPU, yeah.
god, no. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, the
Yep.
world is
The world.
a gold mine.
I'm scared of what other
Weird
food
stuff.
he's about to tell us.
That's it.
Oh,
This is
that's
the only
it?
food I
Okay.
had to
That's
share.
good.
That's
Thank
the only food I had
God.
to share.
Thank
Yeah.
know,
God.
So they were talking at you said that some people say that it helps with circulation. There's three things that you can immediately identify any bullshit healing item, and that's if somebody says circulation, energy, and oh my god, I forgot the third one. I just had it a second ago.
Impurities or something like that.
Toxins. That's it. You're right. Yeah,
yeah.
toxins, energy, and circulation. And like circulation's a little bit of a because
What
like
do you mean?
there
I just
are-
bought all these crystals that help with all of that.
We should start a parody series called Circulation, Energy, and Toxins.
And welcome to Circulation, Energy, and Toxins. This week.
That's my new wave hippie good energy punk band actually.
Oh,
okay.
nice.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
What's your hit single called?
Kick the man in the energy.
There
Okay.
you go.
Yeah.
Damn. That's following their successful album Crystals, Pea Eggs, and Soup.
And
Is your guitar made out of like Himalayan salt?
no, the drummer's drums are. My guitar is
Oh.
actually made out of recycled popsicle sticks that were given to poor children, eaten, and then collected the popsicle sticks back.
Oh, wow.
Did you say?
Is that for vibes? Is that for strictly vibes?
I don't know why I did it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Just to say you
I like
did.
the vibes, though.
Yeah, good vibes, yeah.
It must be all the radiant energy you guys are sending out.
Yeah. Everyone knows that popsicle sticks intuitively have energy within them, and the secret to success and happiness is harnessing that energy for yourself.
Whoa, when did Alex Jones get here?
What are you talking about? I haven't yelled once yet.
I never mentioned gay frogs. Yeah, so I'm sorry to ruin your appetite.
No, man, I'm just thinking about this hippie punk band now. I'm
You
kind of
know,
excited.
I'm not gonna lie, this revived me, and I just ordered chicken fried rice. So
Nice. All right.
and some.
Did you get a side of
sounds
egg
good.
or?
I got egg rolls.
That's almost like eggs, yeah.
That's
Got egg in the name, which I don't really
there's egg
know
in the
why.
name,
Is there
yeah.
any egg in egg rolls?
I think you make the wrap with eggs.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Gotcha.
That would make sense. Maybe like an egg wash on the wrap, and that's why it's brown and crispy.
Yeah,
Kind of
hopefully,
like you do that for pretzels.
hopefully
Put an egg
it
all
doesn't
over
come from that
To turn them
city.
brown. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Although I think somebody told me that I had that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what you do.
I do know that if you get dough and you put baking, like a baking soda and water
yeah.
and water mixture on them, it does pretzel.
Yep,
Does it? Okay.
we made homemade pretzels not too long ago. They were awesome.
Nice. Do you have anything to dip them in, though?
Oh yeah, honey mustard and mustard and cheese sauce.
Like the spicy brown mustard?
Yeah, and cheese sauce.
Nice. Wow, you're a little German pretzel factory over there, aren't you?
You know it. Bavarian
That's
pretzels.
what we call them, Jordan German Pretzel Factory.
And of course, I have my cheese because I'm the Duke of Cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
live
beer
on, dude. You
cheese?
sit upon a throne of cheddar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beer
man,
cheese
that must
is
be rough in the
amazing.
summer.
You know, this is weird. You're hitting everything that I've made recently. I made some beer cheese the other day.
Isn't
was
it just
awesome.
like
Yeah.
horseradish and cheese?
Yeah, how do you make beer cheese? Can you explain for us and the listeners?
Okay, well, there's many different ways, but tablespoon of horseradish.
Okay. No matter how
Melt-
much cheese you're using, always just one.
Well,
portion.
I'm
You'll
not-
get to those measurements later.
And then cheese, melted cheese. So you melt the cheese, put some horseradish in it. I ended up putting some Sam Adams, just like half a cup into
Nice.
it, and then stirred it all up. Let it thicken out for a little bit, and then use it to dip. As good stuff.
I'm ashamed to say that I didn't actually know you put beer in it. I thought beer cheese was just a type of dip you ate with beer.
Oh. I mean, so we're in the U.S., so it's not like, I don't know where the origins of beer cheese come from, but I imagine it's not here. And so I only ever think about beer cheese for Oktoberfest, basically,
Yeah.
or like drinking
Okay.
beer
It's
and
a
eating
German-
a pretzel while I eat it.
It's
Yeah.
a German thing, 100%. And I think Americans, since the Americans are dumb, like we're the only country that takes it literal and puts beer in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Man, it just feels like it should.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, have
Not
you guys
not
ever
just
had a
because
beer?
the name, but
have,
because
have you ever had a beer brat? That shit's good.
yeah,
it
that
really
really
is.
They soak those in beer, so
I mean, beer's good for cooking.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever-
I mean,
We made a beer can turkey once. That was interesting.
what is that?
What?
So when you cook the cooked turkey, you take a can of beer and dump like half of it out, and then you put it in the middle of the turkey and cook it. And
The actual can.
yeah,
Isn't there like paint and stuff on that?
no,
Not enough.
not
Really?
enough.
Okay.
And the beer, like the aroma, sinks into the turkey. It's pretty. It's awesome. It's pretty cool.
Sounds good.
Actually, I think it's better to do it with a bottle. Maybe it's a bottle,
Is-
like a glass bottle.
Probably.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Isn't it a bit strange that we went from talking about peanut on eggs to food that we really like?
We're
and
trying to
stuff
take that
sounds
out of
good?
our head, Andrew. Stop
I
bringing
know,
it
but
back.
it's my topic. I gotta drag us back down into it.
I don't think it's weird.
Well, hey, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, man.
There you go. That's one way to end the topic. Yeah, no problem.
Well, that about wraps it up. Join us again next time where we do it all again. And remember, as Snoop Dogg says, it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
Well, bye.
Thanks for listening, and keep an eye out for another episode of Today I Would Like to Share.
Yeah, and make sure you look us up on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or any other podcast app of your choice.
Once you find us and give us a listen, please leave us an honest review of what you think of the show. You can do so at Apple Podcasts
And YouTube.
Or send us an email at contact@blamoindustries.com. That's contact@blamoindustries.com.